Sold for meat, human. Hold me. Use me. Just get me out of here, she whispered. Captain Marcus Reed had seen many things in his 15 years navigating the Outer Rim territories, but nothing had prepared him for the Kepler Station slave markets. The stench of fear and desperation hung thick in the recycled air as he moved through the cramped corridors, his military-issued boots echoing against metal grating. He wasn't here by choice. The Terran Federation had sent him on a covert mission to gather intelligence on the Zephyrian Consortium's illegal trafficking operations. What he found made his stomach turn. The holding cells stretched endlessly down the station's lower decks. Beings from dozens of worlds pressed against force field barriers, their eyes hollow with resignation. Saurians, Velkari, even a few rare Christine entities, all reduced to commodities in this hellish marketplace. But it was in Cell Block 7 that Marcus stopped dead in his tracks. Sold for meat, human. Hold me. Use me. Just get me out. Of here, came a whisper so quiet he almost missed it. The voice belonged to a young woman, no older than 25, her auburn hair matted and her Federation uniform torn beyond recognition. Lieutenant Sarah Chen, according to the faded name tag still clinging to her chest. Her dark eyes met his through the energy barrier, and in them he saw not the broken spirit he expected, but a fierce intelligence burning beneath layers of calculated helplessness. Marcus's blood ran cold. A human, one of his own, trapped in this nightmare. How long? He asked quietly, glancing around to ensure no guards were watching. 3 months, she replied, her voice barely audible. Ship went down in the neutral zone. Pirates sold the survivors. Most went to the mining colonies. She swallowed hard. I've been designated for the exotic meat trade on Drakmor Prime. The words hit Marcus like a physical blow. Drakmor Prime was notorious throughout the galaxy for its twisted culinary practices. The wealthy elite there paid astronomical sums for sentient flesh, considering it the ultimate delicacy. Humans, being relatively rare in this sector, would fetch an obscene price. Listen to me carefully, Marcus whispered, moving closer to the barrier. My name is Captain Reed, Terran Federation Special Operations. I'm getting you out of here. For the first time, hope flickered in Sarah's eyes. How? The security here leave that to me. Marcus activated his wrist communicator, switching to an encrypted channel. Blackbird, this is Eagle. I need immediate extraction protocol for a Federation asset. Authorization Omega 77. The response crackled through his earpiece. Confirmed, Eagle. Extraction team en route. ETA 12 minutes. Marcus turned, back to Sarah. Federation Marines are coming. When the shooting starts, get down and stay down. Can you fight? Sarah's expression hardened, and suddenly Marcus could see the trained officer beneath the prisoner's facade. Sir, with respect, I've been planning my escape for 2 months. I was just waiting for the right opportunity. What do you mean? Sarah shifted slightly, and Marcus caught a glimpse of something metallic, palmed in her hand. I've been playing the broken victim while cataloging every security protocol, every guard rotation, every weakness in this place. The consortium made one critical error, which was? They underestimated what humans are capable of when we're pushed to our limits. Before Marcus could respond, alarms began blaring throughout the station. Red emergency lights bathed the corridors in an ominous glow as his extraction team began their assault on the upper levels. Sarah moved with fluid precision, revealing the improvised weapon she'd constructed from salvaged components over weeks of careful preparation. The energy barrier flickered and died as she overloaded its power, coupling with a device that would have impressed Federation engineers. The other prisoners, she said, already moving toward the next cell. We're not leaving without them. Marcus watched in amazement as Sarah systematically began freeing cell after cell, her intimate knowledge of the station's systems making short work of the containment fields. The other prisoners, initially stunned, quickly rallied around this unlikely liberator. "How did you—" Marcus began. "Humans adapt, Captain," Sarah replied, helping an elderly Velkari to his feet. "We survive, we plan, we endure, and when the moment comes, we act." The sound of approaching footsteps echoed through the corridor. Zephyrian guards, their chitinous armor gleaming under the emergency lights, rounded the corner with plasma rifles, raised. What they found was not a collection of helpless prisoners, but an organized resistance led by two humans who had turned their own desperation into a weapon. The firefight was brief but decisive. The guards, accustomed to dealing with broken spirits and defeated souls, were unprepared for the coordinated assault that met them. Sarah fought with the precision of a trained soldier and the fury of someone who had nothing left to lose. When Federation Marines finally breached the lower levels, they found Marcus and Sarah coordinating the evacuation of nearly 200 freed prisoners. The slave market that had operated with impunity for years was now a liberation operation. Later, aboard the Federation cruiser Prometheus, Sarah stood at the observation deck looking out at the stars. Marcus approached, carrying 2 cups of real coffee, a luxury that tasted like freedom itself. "The intelligence you gathered will shut down a dozen operations like this," he said, offering her a cup. Sarah accepted it gratefully. "It wasn't intelligence that saved those people, Captain. It was something the Consortium could never understand." "What's that?" She turned to face him, and Marcus saw not the broken prisoner from the cell, but the fierce warrior she had always been underneath. "Humans don't just survive, Captain. We make everyone else stronger in the process. They thought they could sell us for meat, reduce us to commodities. Instead, they gave us a reason to remind the galaxy why humanity earned its place among the stars." Marcus nodded, understanding completely. In trying to break the human spirit, the Consortium had instead unleashed something far more dangerous: human determination coupled with human compassion. As the Prometheus jumped to hyperspace, carrying its cargo of freed souls to safety, Sarah Chen was already planning her next mission. The galaxy was full of places where the strong preyed upon the weak. It was time to show them what happened when they underestimated humanity. The stars seemed to shine a little brighter as they raced toward home.